right, listen up. This is very important. I know you're here to watch some SuperFlex football stuff, but nope, not on my watch. We are starting with what might have been the greatest baseball game ever played last night, and nobody cares. Nobody's talking about it, so I'm going to tell you all about it. Ohtani, 10 Ks, home run in the first inning, 2-run homer in the 7th inning once he leaves the ball games, 2 home runs and 10 Ks. Incredible stuff. And then we follow it up with a 20K main baseball slate, 4,500 entries. It is hot baseball summer, people. Let's get the people on board here.
Oh, they are. This. We got 20K today, so graciously given to us by the good people over at Underdog, and it's filling fast. Fast. And I saw yesterday somebody called that Ohtani game the one war game, right? Where it's
wow.
You know what I mean? I mean, like it wasn't like a true, like obviously it's not going to calculate in Fangraphs as like one war, but like literally like he won that game. Like just give him one war for that.
Literally.
It was incredible, man. As you know, I'm team now never sweat, so I'm deep in sleep, especially for these games on the West Coast.
Can't sweat if you never got one.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. But and all of a sudden I wake up to 10 or Ohtani with the 2 home runs. I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden 10K. I'm like, I don't. Obviously, it's never been done before, but like the last. Everyone was showing the clip of CC, basically the last time a pitcher like had that amount of Ks and just even 1 home run. CC.
Sabathia's fat ass chugging the bases.
Yeah, it was his second career home run or whatever. I think he was what was he at that time? He was in the National League, so I don't know, but
it would have been,
yeah, but it was that was unreal, truly unreal. Give him one more because I mean. He is truly shoving. I mean, I know it's fantasy relevant, but he's shoving it up your ass right now, John. In terms of everything. Now I know you're going to come back and like I'm not getting those pitcher points.
What are we talking about?
Which I understand.
Talking about Ohtani.
I'm talking about Ohtani right now, and the fact that the dude just keeps on hitting home runs and it keeps on staying healthy, and it's just. I mean, he's the one person next to Ronald Acuna that you could honestly put up like. In terms of Underdog scoring, so it's just been incredible
the entirety of the season.
He's the greatest, like just athlete that I have seen play a sport. Like it's unreal.
It's pretty crazy too. He came out with the cracked fingernail, right? And like, well, first the trainer's coming on, no one really knew what was going on, but he leaves with a cracked fingernail. Next AB hits a home run. Like, just no, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Oh, man.
It was scary to get that notification that he left the ball game, and it's like, wait a second.
Yeah,
and
then riders are like, trainer up and down. Like, what? Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't scare me, man.
Anyways, it's a fun little lead because he is doing something we have never seen before. This is incredible. But let's draft a little football. We're gonna do something crazy today. We are going to do what we did with the puppy, where we're going to pigeonhole ourselves to 3 different builds. Each of us are going to hop in a draft, not in the same draft. And then we are going to try and basically do one that's a 0 QB, one that's like a punt QB in the Superflex, a 2 elite QB, and then kind of like a hero QB, stars and scrubs kind of place. So we'll see how those 3 structures come out. We'll tweet them out, see if anyone likes them, hates them, which is their favorite of the bunch kind of deal. But we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to hop in. I'll pull this up right now. We'll do the timing of it off of me here. So I will hop in the first one here. SuperFlex Chihuahua already 57.2%.
That's
filled.
Awesome.
Just incredible. Oh, perfect. So there's one filled lobby. So I'm in the first one here. And I'm at the back. One? I'm at the back end of the draft, so this feels like the 0 QB team, but we will see. Now, one of you guys hop in the next one.
I got 5 more, Nez, 4 more, 3 more.
Wow.
Let me present the screen here. Get this going.
Yeah, you guys add your screens here, and then I'll pop between them kind of deal. What draft slot did you get, Neumy? Are you in yet?
I'm not. I'm waiting. Oh, there we go. So we're going to get a slot. I have the 9.
You got the 9. Okay, so that could be hero. Like it'd be like a 1. Double elite. It could be double elite too, because you could go quarterback, and those could be like QB 8 and QB, whatever. 13.
And we got friends and fam here with Nick, the Source, Baby Stevie, Overdog. Chad hops in just to make it miserable for me. Love it.
And I need 7 more for mine.
Okay, 7 more for the last one.
Oh wow, that hits hard. Chad in the comments. The overflow finally isn't the overflow.
It's funny.
So
John snap fills, and then once Neumy2's in, everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta get in the Neumy lobby."
Okay, and then Nez, we need 4 more for the last one. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
4 more.
All right,
Let's do this.
too easy.
So if I'm
right.
doing the Nez,
Well,
you're
we'll play
doing
it by ear here. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
see what
yeah.
Nez gets. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's either 0 QB, hero, or bimodal, dual elite.
There we go.
I got the 9 slot as well. So this is
That's gonna be tough.
Pick your poison. Pick your poison.
Yeah. I'll do the one that's more tough. So I basically have to take a quarterback. I mean it's not tough, I guess, but
Well, we'll see. We'll see what John's gonna dictate.
What are you trying to say here?
like no, in my mind here, I'd rather get one of these, like a Jamar Chase, Jefferson, if this like tier of QBs kind of goes that I deem as like a tier above, but it's super flex. So like I am a total noob when it comes to this.
Well, we could change too. Okay, I'm gonna do the punt, and I'm gonna start with CMC.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So
I'm passing Jamar Chase to take CMC here.
Nez, who are you looking at here? Or are you even close?
I'm still waiting for my draft to start.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm looking at Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, or I have to go with Watson.
Okay, do you want to do a hero with one of those two?
Yeah, I'll do a hero, sadly, with one of these two.
Unless
well, you could take Justin Jefferson first, sure. and then
twist my rubber fucking arm, huh?
Yeah, that was the. You could see how much pain was in his face that he wasn't going to get to take Justin Jefferson there.
That's my first share of Justin Jefferson all season in any draft.
Jeez, man.
Oh my goodness!
I haven't got the 101. It's just been
okay. I'm turning the purple button off here. We got a cup CMC start over here, and the purple button is off. We're gonna gauge it by the room as to when I can start drafting purple. But the purple button is off right now in this one. Neumy starts with the Jefferson, and now you have to take quarterback, right?
Yeah.
That's the rule. Well, this will be fine because you could take Cousins and just stack it and then shut it down.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna see how. I mean, I don't know. Depending on what's available. Yeah. But I totally got you here. Okay.
And that becomes like the anchor quarterback build. So that'll be like the anchor one. And then Nez is on 2 elite here, but he's got to do it from the 9 hole.
2 elite. I'm getting I'm getting 2 mid here.
2 mid.
And Mitchie's for sure taking Herbert. Oh, fuck yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for helping with the content.
Okay, this will work out here.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
so you take
This feels so good, doesn't it, to take Trevor Lawrence over Jamar Chase and Christian McCaffrey? Doesn't that just feel fantastic? I love me some SuperFlex. I will say, sincerely, though, I was talking with my guy, Zach Milner. He's here in the chat. He's in Neumy2's draft at the 101 about like how it is like actually like kind of refreshing to draft a new tournament that has a different meta and like the fact that like running backs are valued more because it's 2 running back, 2 wide out. It honestly is like a little refreshing. It's frustrating because of just like the QB inflation, but it is actually like kind of nice because man, BBM is like the same thing every time and just hoping you get a little lucky right now.
Right.
I'm about to pull a John when he does his poker references and bring in my gaming references. But when an online game, when you have a meta that gets stale and the whole community is clamoring for it, that's not what's happening here. Totally different. But when you shake up the meta and all of a sudden it goes from close range to now they add a character, all of a sudden different guns are buffed and nerfed and something like that. It's the same thing I equate it to.
Yeah.
Where it is refreshing.
It's like adding the patch.
Yeah,
Mr. Goodell.
patch.
Mr. Goodell needs to drop some balance changes. Like, can we get like I mean, God forbid, none of my RBs. Can we get like an RB like injury? Can we get a signing? Like, Mr. Goodell, please shake up the meta. Like, we are begging you.
No, this is peak. Like we just had the new season come draft. We had everything come out. We're in that lull, and now all of a sudden it's like the levels know like you're getting that new season in like half a month. Here it's coming. Like middle of July, August, and then boom, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna throw me on because I'm up next. I'm up right now, actually. All right. So this is kind of interesting. I don't know what would be. I feel like Anthony Richardson would be more fun with a dual elite, but so risky.
Mm-hmm.
I get you on the risky, but I understand them. Like I understand both.
Fuck it, man. It's $4. Let's go.
Yeah, have a little fun, live a little.
Yeah, because I was a debate between
if you're gonna
Dak and Watson, so that's why I was like, I like Dak, but yeah, why not?
There's a guy in my draft here who started with that Lawrence Dak start, so it's crazy chalky, man. So I think you should just pivot off that and get that Richardson exposure up.
Oh
there's a fun start in my draft here of a Fields Richardson. Like you could shut it down after 2 like that. Not financial advice.
I got you up right now, but you totally could.
Yeah.
All right,
we're back on the clock here. So we got that little week 17.
I think you can do one more detour. Unless you don't
before quarterback?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm doing like 5 more detours.
I was gonna say this dude is gonna literally draft one.
I am pushing the absolute boundaries. I'm taking 3 running backs.
Okay.
I'm bypassing, so only starting 2 wide receivers in this. I'm bypassing that wide receiver value right here. I'm going anchor wide receiver with Kupp with the week 17 correlation with Barkley. I'm going 3 workhorses, maybe 4 running backs and shutting it down.
Okay.
Yeah, when you mentioned Twitter is going to either like or hate these, they're definitely going to hate these. It's not going to be or they're never going to hate probably every single one of these.
Yeah. No,
nobody's going to like this build. Okay, who's closest up? Neumy, you're closest up here.
Yeah, I got Neumy up.
All right. Look at this. You're a great host.
I'm just doing what I can, man. I'm keeping an eye out on who's on deck and stuff. This is a well-produced show. Just a couple co-producers here. We should just like multi-stream.
Yeah, we got to get on Twitch there. Will they even let us?
Do we want to? Yeah, do we want to get on Twitch though?
I want poggers in the chat whenever Neumy.
Yeah, I want F's
poggers.
in the chat. F's in the chat.
Okay. All right, we will take this.
Yo,
this is
he allowed?
Oh wait, no. Can I do this? Am I? Wait. Yeah, no, I can't do this.
Oh
right?
no, you're the. Yeah, you can't. Sorry, bud. You got to pass that value.
So I'm just one son of a.
Take Pollard or Henry.
Yeah.
Those are taking Waddle or I love Waddle and Higgins. Higgins. No, you got to take the running backs there.
Not on my watch, GA. We're fucking here. We are here for the pain, buddy.
We have integrity.
We're here for the pain.
We stick to our word, unless
we're sticking to the bit, not just because he almost had kind of a nice team. Get that shit out of here. We're here for the bit equities only.
Not because he had sort of kind of a nice team. I love that.
Yeah. Poor Neumy. That was a fantastic fall. Like could not have been a better run out for you. I am so sorry.
We are gonna burn a Cousins fall all damn day here, GA.
Yes, we are. For you guys,
GA is not gonna be able to like watch. He's just I can't.
For the price of a Starbucks coffee, we just got to see Neumy in immense pain. That was so worth it. I would buy that coffee every
Starbucks
damn
coffee.
day.
What are you just buying? A freaking bland, like black coffee, like small?
Oh,
That's what they cost nowadays.
Oh yeah,
$4.
All right now. Yellow, green, or blue?
Yellow, green, or blue. Those are the choices. Oh, that's a fun color right there.
How far are you?
I'm gonna go with Devonta.
Okay.
All right.
And John, you're closer than me.
I'm 2 picks. Yeah, I'm 2 picks.
Shit. There you go.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. Whole
No.
bunch of purple.
Oh boy.
All these drafts kind of feel similar, where they just kind of like stop with the purple after the first 2 rounds.
Did we get the 9, the 9,
Um,
and the 10?
What do you guys think of this? Have I waited long enough
did.
to take Stafford and stack with Cup, or should I,
I don't know.
keep
It's
waiting?
you're the one that said you're going to wait 5 more after the last 2.
All right.
So
I'm waiting 5
no,
more.
you do you.
No, I think if you're going to take a detour, this is the last one before you take a quarterback. But I would not be mad if you took Stafford.
Man's going to bully me out of my yes! Oh, son of a...
Like, this is far enough. People don't do this. All right.
Fair.
People,
You're right. Fine.
and if they do this, they don't post screenshots of it. I'll tell you that much. So Twitter will have a field day just in itself with the fact that Stafford is your QB1. And this should produce some good results too.
No democracy up in Canada, buddy. Only dictatorship. I'm dunking all over here.
Aren't
Oh,
you?
man.
What, you got like prime ministers?
Yeah. What's it to you?
I just need to know how I should address you.
Okay. Now the question is, in the 0 quarterback, going 4 rounds and then getting staff, do I take another one here because now I've like taken the quarterback condom off, or do I keep going?
I think you should take another one. Are you up?
In like 2 picks. Who'd you take there? You took
I
Pollard.
took Pollard over Barkley and Henry.
So your meta's kind of done here because you've locked up those 2 quarterbacks. You're just looking for like stacking options and whatnot. Okay,
Yeah, my
I'm on the
button's
clock
off.
if you want to jump back
Let's
here.
go.
We could do like Mixon and do what I said, like completely shut it down. I don't really see the value in clicking quarterback here.
I don't see the value in Joe Mixon over a quarterback. What do you mean you don't
That's
see the
fair.
value? A quarterback can be your super flex. We're playing super flex. Oh,
Let's
you're
go,
crazy. This boy's
Dude,
crazy.
we're pushing it. We're pushing the boundaries here.
Wow.
Pushing the
Pushing it,
boundaries.
but catching that cozy quarterback value. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Well, it was one of those 2 picks. It was one of those 2
Yeah.
picks. You have to get one quarterback. So you may as well take the one that stacks and then,
We need to at least pretend John's team has a shot.
yeah.
How far away are you, Neumy?
We got 7 picks.
Okay.
So.
I'm up next.
Right on. Perfect.
All right, yeah. So I'm
Okay.
gonna call it over Saquon. I'm not necessarily buying into the Barkley FUD necessarily of like him holding out, but like I am just buying into Tony Pollard a little bit more than I have been in the past. I don't know.
I don't mind that.
This is what we've been waiting for. I'm
gonna probably get people triggered, but I don't think I have like 2 Saquon shares this year.
Yeah.
Like
We gotta get you more in these lobbies more, man. I need to hear the Neumy takes on these players, dude.
5-5-5-5 build. That sounds like where I'm headed.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like you
have all the best backups. Is that not just
Yeah.
You're just gonna get it. You're hoping something breaks your way.
I think I can shut it down at running back at 4 though. So
Oh, absolutely. You can
5, 4, 6. What's the maths? 5.
Yes.
This is gonna get gross.
You don't have to do 5 tight ends. Like no one's.
No, I'll do 4 tight end.
But the fact that you can flex 2 of them,
Yeah.
one of them in the super flex, that's how you win. Win your super flex league by filling your super flex position with the tight end. That is how.
Sure, man.
That is how you win.
This TJ Hawkinson pick would have set up. Surely would have been a great pick if I had the
Keep punting.
stack.
I think you got one more detour before you go ahead and let you. That Stafford ball is very funny though.
Stafford falling in both rooms.
This sets up hopefully back stack potentially. So that's why I did that.
Okay.
Who'd you take? You have to articulate for my
Terry
dumbass.
McLaurin. My apologies. Terry
Okay.
McLaurin.
Oh yeah, that's good because you give yourself an out.
Yeah.
I do think there is a nice meta to these contests where similar to when we did the puppy, where we did like the full punt one as well, where you set up backstacks in your mind with each incremental pick.
Yeah. You kind of, if you're drafting like we are, definitely something to keep in mind is identifying a backstack.
It's pretty fun.
It is fun. It is fun, and it's definitely viable. Like this is stomachable. Like I thought that we were gonna see more like Kenny Pickett in like the 4th round. You know, I thought the thirst for QBs was gonna be way harder. This is stomachable. This is actually like, yeah, I can work with this.
I'm gonna have an interesting decision here potentially. Let's see.
Neumy's getting ready.
Okay, Neumy's got
You
one.
guys, well, yeah,
all right, Neumy, what do you got?
I think he can take. Can we allow him to take a QB? Like,
yeah, I think you've successfully executed anchor QB now.
Okay.
Where you're in the 6th round, taking your second QB.
Yeah, I think it's just stupid. It's probably stupid. I'm gonna take Kyler. Sets up with a mini for Devonta, and I can fill out a little stack there. And I don't know. I buy in the Kyler ceiling, and if he's back, I mean, it's Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? Like, would you like in a vacuum, Kyler Murray or Brock Purdy? I guess I don't know. Brock Purdy gets those weapons and does what he did, but I'm gonna take Kyler Murray. So
it'll be really interesting if we get some more good news.
And am I stopping at 3?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want. It was just that you had to. Yeah.
Cool.
I took Kyle Pitts instead of taking a quarterback because I'm threading the needle here. I'm out here pushing the boundaries of life. And the guys behind each have 2 and 3 already.
Okay.
So I'm pushing the boundaries here, and we're seeing if we can.
That's fun. I do. I would not recommend you pushing it the next pick, but nice.
Yeah.
It's now you're taking. Now you're gonna. I mean, this is a team that's gonna have a lot of QBs, obviously, and have a lot of backup QBs.
Who do you guys like, Sam Howell or Mac Jones?
Man, I don't know. I'm really warming up to Sam Howell, but maybe. Yeah. The thing is like if you are really desperate, like I think Mac Jones is safer.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking on this build. Is like I have a safe, projectable quarterback who's going to start the year for sure, and then I have easy back stacks with Mac Jones. Yeah. Like the ceiling probably isn't as high, but I think I need projectable floor in this build because everyone else on this team is most likely going to be a backup.
Yeah, I mean, unless Sam Howell manages to fall 17 picks, it's not looking good, bruv.
And the other back stack potential the other one that's potential is I could take Jacoby Brissett because he has one of the best paths to a backup or to a starting job as a backup.
That's why I like the Guardians, the Commanders QB, basically getting a stackable option there because it gives you the out of if Howell's gone, you could still get Brissett, which isn't great, but I mean, it's probably the most likely backup to step in.
Right.
Okay, we're just gonna go Amari Cooper here. Thought about it too long.
Like he feels like safest in that range.
Yeah, I kind of interchange a lot of these guys. I really love Drake London, but I'll save that for BBM where I'm kind of like taking more personal stands.
Yeah, fair enough.
Really like Drake London though.
Okay, let's see this. Where's Chad's team that he hit the jackpot with Stafford fall?
I think that'd be Neumy's.
It's in my room.
Yeah, you want to pull that up?
See it. Just pull up the draft board.
Oh, he's got only two, but
Cooper Kupp at the 12, and then Stafford at the 5-12.
Nice, yeah. So he did the same thing as I did there.
And I think you're closest, Neumy, so you can. Yeah, we'll keep the spotlight on you. Oh, you're sweat. This is a bit of a sweat.
Yeah, it's been that way.
I'm curious, guys. Everyone who's here, actually, do us a favor. There's 50 of us hanging out right now. Please hit that like, that subscribe, that notification. But I'm just curious for a little feedback here in the chat. If you guys like this format, or if it's jumping around too much or too convoluted, where the conversations are hard to follow or whatnot. Like I feel it is kind of a show that you need to be watching. And it's something we want to mix in, and we've done a couple times now. But just curious on feedback as to if you guys like this if we wanted to see us do it with like a BBM or something where we hop around. Yeah.
Very curious to hear how this is perceived. So I think I'm actually going to go Ken Walker here. We're gonna
Leone's highest owned running back right now.
Dude,
yeah, I love that.
Chip out here put me in a body bag. I take Kyler. I go all of a sudden go check the chat from like 5 minutes ago, and Chip, Neumy buying an injured player discount? Question mark.
I think it's not true to yourself, man.
Chip.
Hey, can you get Jacob deGrom in the 8th here, or how's this gonna work here, Neumy?
Too soon.
I mean, this turned out okay. So we went ahead and took Sam Howell, who fell, and then we went and took Hollywood Brown. So it's not terrible so far. I don't hate it. I'm sure Kirk would look fun up there at a value, but don't hate it.
Yeah, I think you recovered well. That Sam Howell fall was really nice, and I still think you can maybe take a backup QB if you wanted to for a team. If you're looking for some extra support there. Let's go ahead and shift to John here. I think you're next closest. All right, you got 2 picks.
All right, let's see what we got here. Baker going, Gabe Davis. I got my eye on a player, and then we're gonna turn that button off if he comes. I got a feeling here.
Okay.
Fuck.
You want a James Conner?
Yeah, it just like it's a good, safe, projectable volume, last floor guy. Turn it off, right?
I think you can do that with Dalvin Cook.
You think so?
He's gonna sign somewhere.
I almost prefer to do it with Rashad White.
On that.
Nah, maybe. It's your team. It's your team, man.
It has went from a guy that you almost would never click earlier in the year in Rashad White to between Dalvin Cook, and you're like, I almost like Rashad White.
Well, I'm kind of buying into the notion that they don't really have anyone else to rip his job there. And even if the team's bad, the offense is bad, like he still catches passes and he presumably could have 3 downs worth of work because, I mean, Keyshawn Vaughn's not ripping his job. Chase Edmonds, I mean, we tried to give Chase Edmonds the benefit of the doubt twice last year and he couldn't take a job from anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels almost better than like the ambiguity of Dalvin Cook's going to land as the 3rd RB somewhere or the backup to Nick Chubb or it just kind of feels like on this roster, it kind of feels like one of those guys with a projectable floor and then shut it down.
Yeah. My thought on that is just like Rashad White probably cannot move up any further this draft season, in my opinion. I think he can probably only move down if one of the vets sign there. Dalvin Cook is not falling any further than where he is right now.
That's a good point. I think this is a perfect Tanny team. We're taking 3 safe floor white boys at quarterback here. Look at these fucking guys. The most vanilla players you could ever pick. Just so boring. So boring. You know what this team needs? Matt Ryan. This team needs Matt Ryan on it. And
did Matty Ice officially retire? Or is he like still like waiting for Tampa?
He's officially retired.
Damn it.
He signed a pretty big deal, like pretty expensive deal, I think, with Fox.
Oh, good for him. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I might be the closest. Neumy, how far away are you?
2.
Okay.
Carson Wentz could still get signed. That's a fun add to this team.
Oh, he's got Buccaneer written all over him.
That's a good shout. I like that.
David Njoku, 27 picks ahead of ADP. What are we legitimately doing right now?
You got to reach on the corners, buddy. ADP is an artificial construct. Get it out of your head.
Oh, and they just source. Why are we because we're just doing a mega stacks all over. Okay, whatever. Fuck off.
I went Deontay Johnson. Neumy, you're up. I think. Yes, you are.
No, sadly.
Mid tilt.
That's when you make your best picks.
Oh, you see, going. What's it gonna do?
Stack it up.
We need to talk about when Neumy's on the clock, we're at the Masters.
So I'm gonna be
Elijah Moore.
I fucking hate you so much. I fucking hate you. I'm taking Elijah Moore to stack up with Deshaun Watson as my.
That's a triple bogey right there for Neumy.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Out of the pine straw.
probably should have taken. Well, I'll once it gets back to my pick, I'll work through my thoughts here because as I say my thoughts, everything's gonna fuck off.
You want to be
know
one
he
of those two running backs?
I know he
I
wouldn't
feel
have
like you should have
lasted.
did that first.
I just wasn't expecting like 3 of them to go. I was like, okay, that's
Is
fine.
Neumy aware that this is a half PPR format where you only start 2 wide receivers?
Oh shit! What?
He is now,
I
baby.
am now. Oh man.
Okay.
This is
Guys,
half
here.
point. This is half point PPR with only starting 2. Not that it normally isn't half point, but this is only starting 2.
Yes,
I
sir.
said that earlier, man.
Oh, brother.
Nez, what are you working with at quarterback here?
So this is my Trevor Lawrence, Anthony Richardson, 2 goats, and we're stacking it up, baby, with Anthony Richardson, with Michael Pittman at pick 88. That feels pretty damn solid, I will say. So it's Trevor Lawrence, Anthony Richardson, Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, Ken Walker, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, and Michael Pittman. So it's going to be a lot of volume at wide receiver for me coming up in these next few picks. Let's go ahead and transition to John. Mid clock. No QBs on the board.
Yeah. Man, I don't feel like taking Juju over this tier is a good idea, but putting him with Mac Jones feels good. I'm gonna push it though and see if he comes back. I think this is a double wide receiver turn for me. So I think I'm gonna take Courtland Sutton, and then I'm gonna hope that Juju FUD around camp comes back to me, seeing as though this guy's got 5 wide receivers beside me.
Yeah, and he just went JMO. So you would think he's probably going to pass, but this dude, green for gold, I feel like he loves Juju.
Yeah, he just seems like the type of guy who loves Juju.
Yeah, I bet he thinks that like this is like Patriots of old and like Juju of old, and he's like, this is the matchup this is a pairing I've been waiting for.
Yeah, all that's running through his head are dynasty clips of like his second year with Antonio Brown on the field, where he's just eating underneath, and he's like, man, Juju just needs a quarterback that's going to make him the guy. You know, Mahomes looked too far downfield for Juju.
Oh, nice. But what about this top dog?
The top dog.
Top dog might want some floor.
He needs a tight end.
Nice.
Top dog needs a tight end. All right, Juju comes back. We got a nice little stack there.
I've never been so excited to have Juju fall to me. To you, I guess.
I think I'd probably in a vacuum. I think like maybe like Taekwon's just like better. So
I think so. I think it's really better, but I don't know.
This is gonna be interesting to see if I go 5 quarterbacks, because like I did get some floor guys for a punt build.
Yeah,
like Staff, Mac Jones, and Ryan Tannehill. Like I could put the condom on this and take like Will Levis and I think I wrapped up that backfield, or like wrapped up that quarterback room.
Maybe a little Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
No thanks. I think your team. I don't know if I want to say it. I don't know if I want to say the name, but I got a name for you.
For Neumy? Or for me?
For you, oh boy.
You can say it.
I think you need Sam Darnold on that team.
Oh, that's a good one.
The FUD around Trey Lance is it's crescendoing. It's getting louder.
Crescendoing. Wow, that's the best word ever used on this program.
I mean, it's not pretty what's going on with Trey Lance. Like everyone's saying there's no trade market for him. They like Sam Darnold has way more, he's taking more snaps than Trey Lance. I don't know,
Trey
man.
Lance needs a new agent. Trey Lance needs someone who's going to represent him the way the fantasy community represents him.
Yeah. He needs a streamer to represent him, I think.
No doubt. Like if I was representing Trey Lance, I could get this guy traded. I'm hell bent on that. I'm certain I could create a market for Trey Lance with using like old Dakota highlights.
It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out Nez. This one for Nezzy. We're taking Khalil Herbert.
Nice. There you go. Way to turn this to a winning team. Hey, Jalen Warren's after this. That's what's so nice. That's why I love this round so much. Kenny Deaton, you can start for wide receivers in this contest.
Yeah,
because
they
you have a
just go
flex spot, traditional flex spot, and a super flex spot, which doesn't have to be
Mhm.
occupied by a QB, but if it's not, probably dead. All right.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Like, I wonder if there will be like spike weeks that are high enough from position players that could supersede that of quarterbacks on, two quarterback teams.
Yeah, the thing is like you need to have like three guys that outscore quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like for
True.
them to like really make a difference, unless your quarterbacks are just absolutely atrocious, and that's the reality you're left with every week. This is Tyler Lockett for me. Easy decision here.
What round are you in? Tyler Lockett's still available in your draft?
Yeah, baby. In the ninth, what's his ADP? That's 14 picks past Superflex ADP. Come on down. T money.
That feels good.
I just made that up.
T-money.
People are just milking that clock over there.
Yeah, we're flying over
Wow.
here.
I'm on the clock here as well. And, shout out Nez, as looks like we're just going to be taking Elijah Mitchell. And Nez is taking over in my draft.
Khalil Herbert and Elijah Mitchell.
Oh man, did we swap? The people are gonna know who drafted what team.
It's truly a conundrum right now.
I got
little Higbee. I love that.
I think it's too easy, right? Just do a little double stack here with Stafford. We got Kyle Pitts at tight end already, but probably still going to be a 3 tight end, maybe 4. Guys, I think I'm the leader in the clubhouse right now.
You think you got the best team right now?
Yeah, I think I do.
I mean, your skill position is just like absurd. So
we'll see. We'll do a little update in a second here.
Do you not even want to see what kind of QBs you got left, or are you just gonna like wait if they appear in the queue?
I think I'm just gonna keep waiting.
Okay.
A wild nice. Will Levis has appeared.
I mean, you know what? We might just need Gardner Minshew on here for like the Juju and the Moxie.
Oh shit, I'm up.
Just
He's the Tiger Wood of my Albatross team. She's just there.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, just for character in the locker room, we need Gardner Minshew.
It goes a long way. You want to talk about micro edges? That's maybe one we didn't have there yesterday. Sometimes you just need that guy to carry the team along.
That's a good point, Neumy.
I'm still out on tight end. This is probably a 4 tight end team for me, but I went with Quentin Johnston. So kind of an interesting little RB room here, a little boomer bust, pretty much like up and down outside of Deontay Johnson. So could be better. Could be a better texture in the wide receiver room, but we'll make do.
Does Jerome Ford go above Jamal Williams, Jerick McKinnon, Jalen Warren, Keandre Miller often, or
never?
Okay.
Unless you're in your room.
I got an absolute disgusting idea. We're going to take Rondell Moore to set up the coveted backstack of Colt McCoy.
You mean Clayton Tune?
Oh, God.
Is that what you meant to say?
We learned who Clayton Tune was like 2 days ago, and now Nez is all in.
Clayton Tune to Michael Wilson. Picture this.
Yeah.
Hashtag picture this. Tell me that's not a beautiful sight.
That sounds like it's straight out of the XFL.
We're setting up a backdoor Westbrook Akina with a Robert Woods run back.
Wow.
What if those are the week 17 guys you need?
I'm throwing up right now.
He is dumpster diving right now.
That is potential to be a pretty fun game.
Definitely not best in my pod. Best of us 3. Yeah, there's a 0% chance.
Best of the Stooges here.
Yeah. Although Vaporware is hyping his team with a comment like that, so I'm gonna give him a smoke here. Jalen Hurts, chalk. AJ Brown, stack, even chalkier. CD Lamb, didn't you hear you need running backs on this team? Derek Carr barely fits in a Saints jersey and has to wear his name on the top of his helmet so that the players even know who he is at OTAs. Didn't you see the cover? Mark Andrews, that's a great pick. That's a great pick. What are we doing taking CJ Stroud? Just shut it down at 2 QBs. You already got this. Brandon Ayuk, Treylon Burks just ruining my Tannehill stack. You hate to see it. And then all these running backs. Oh my goodness. I actually kind of like his team. That's pretty good. That's a pretty smart way to build there.
Good
I'm
zero
not sure I
RB
would.
team.
Yeah, good 0 RB team. I'm not sure I would stack the 2 New Orleans guys with the quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be more apt to stack like Juwan Johnson and Taysom Hill than I would be to take both running backs with the quarterback. But I can see it working like in general. Yeah, it's a good team.
I
Good
need more
team.
Juwan Johnson in my portfolio, I realized.
Man, there's a lot of people saying a lot of nice things about him.
Yeah, and now I have FOMO.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I heard might be the new Darren Waller, I was like, oh, buddy.
Come on.
Oh my
Are you
god.
kidding me?
You're already drafting him. You've already drafted 10 shares in the 6th round of week 1 BR. It's already happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
like, listen here, guys. You know how much money I lost on Darren Waller when he had that Q tag that 1 week? I'm getting it all back with Juwan Johnson, baby.
Picture this.
Yeah.
Through week 17 stats, games. Tell me what you know about the week 1 schedule. Like that's where we come in, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Who do they have week 1? Saints.
I could not
Saints,
tell
Titans.
you. Saints Titans week 1.
Yeah.
Titans tight end funnel, easy pickings.
The Derrick Henry, Juwan Johnson run back, like I can already see it in the winner's circle.
We were so close. We were so close to a little Taekwon fall there, boys.
Oh,
Get
fuck.
that coveted Mac Jones double stack. DJ Chark. There's no correlation with this guy whatsoever, but he feels like a good name to click on. Oh, Dawson Knox bring back week 17.
Easy.
Non-shared bye week. Easy game.
I'm on the clock over here, and I got Jameson Williams queued up. I've got quite a few wide receivers, as I mentioned already. So let's add another boomer bust type of profile. We kind of expect Jameson Williams to possibly be on a team where I can withstand that hit, and I might shut it down at wide receiver, maybe one more. But I'd really like to just kind of plant my flag. I don't know. If I'm only taking 2 QBs, never mind. But I really like going shallow at wide receiver. Just like call your shots and stick to it.
I like it. I'm back up on the clock here. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Actually, Kenny Gainwell feels good here too, and then fully shutting it down at quarterback or at running back. Oh, I'm doing it. I lied. I was gonna take one more running back. We're done with 5. All right, we're out.
T-Box says, watering my grass, listening to the show through my patio speakers. That sounds fantastic. Like, good for you.
That sounds amazing.
80-year-old neighbor
Honestly,
walks over to say hi. In the background, Neumy dropping F-bombs and John talking about putting on condoms. Howdy, neighbor.
This guy's going to have a for sale sign outside his driveway immediately, right?
HOA is going to be on T-Box's ass.
You're welcome, Dad.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
and my tight end situation is really gross. But before I do that, we're taking Rashad Penny. We'll worry about tight end later. I'll attack tight end with the utmost volume, just the grossest room you will ever see. I promise. Coming soon. Let's go to Neumy. Did I miss you?
I'm thinking punting QB is so viable.
You guys were both in the middle of pick, so I wasn't gonna.
Was it just bad timing?
I drafted 2 tight ends. I drafted Higbee and Taysom Hill.
Nice.
Here, click the board. Let's see a recap. We got a little break here. I'm 15 picks away. Nez just picked. Yeah. Okay, let's hear a little recap of your team right now, Neumy.
All right. Well, basically, I also stole Higbee from Chad, which I did not know. But the team we're looking at is Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Sam Howell. With Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams, Khalil Herbert, and Elijah Mitchell. Wide receivers, JJ, Devonta Smith, Terry McLaurin, Hollywood Brown, and Elijah Moore. And then tight ends are Higbee and Taysom Hill. So we got
that's not bad.
Stacks around with some bringbacks.
I mean, you know what this team really could have used? If you could pair Kirk Cousins with Justin Jefferson, that would have been really beneficial to how this team could have turned out.
That's so rude. That is so rude. That
You
is
don't
rude.
say, huh? You don't
Oh,
fucking say.
man.
Oh God.
Zach is at the number 1 pick in your lobby, Neumy, and he said that he's got like the dustiest wide receiver room of all time. Devontae Adams 30, DeAndre Hopkins 30,
Yep.
Mike Evans,
30.
Thomas, Rondell. Hey, you got Rondell.
Rondell inject a little youth. Rondell Moore even
Yeah.
looks like a little kid because he's like 5'5". So that's a nice way to kind of get
That-
the average age of that room down.
You know who that running back room could really use? Jarvis Landry. Jarvis
wide receiver,
Landry
yeah. Uh-huh.
signing off the street.
Yeah, it screams
Oh,
Jarvis
man.
Landry on this team.
Oh, I love it.
Looks like we're going to be coming up on the clock. Does it make sense? I don't know if it makes sense to just take both of these quarterbacks. I think it does.
Percent makes sense for you.
You do? I thought it did too, but I didn't know if that was just putting a condom on the team, like my co-host.
No,
in the
it's-
bottom
Whoa,
of the
whoa. Corey's trying to water his grass, man.
Yeah, because I thought this was, you know what? If I'm gonna get not allowed to take Kirk, I guess we're just gonna take 2 Washington Commander quarterbacks. Call it a day.
I mean, at least it locks up some points for you there. Like you're just
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
In the 15th round, like
And
that's a great pick. I don't care.
I
should
will
not
say-
put him in the queue.
Okay, here's one random thought. Pairing quarterbacks in this format feels significantly better than pairing running backs in other contests on the site. That makes sense?
I get what you're saying, but why?
It's
Explain.
because the point floor is so much higher. Because if you pair like Wilson and Mostert, right? Most weeks probably they're still not scoring for you, right?
Well, it depends on if Dalvin Cook ends up there or not. But if he's not there, I think most points, most weeks, at least one of them is scoring for you. That's kind of the point.
Scoring for you like a usable week on your
One or
your
the
fantasy
other.
team.
Otherwise, why would you draft him?
Hmm.
And I think
don't know.
too, the
I
bull
think you're
case
gonna.
with
I
taking
think you're
2
gonna
running
have
backs is
better.
both can potentially start. Maybe not that example, but there are outcomes where, if you do Alvin Kamara and like Jamal Williams, let's say, not that I'm like endorsing that, but like, Jamal Williams can find his way in the end zone and Kamara can catch some passes. Sorry, Neumy, who'd you just take?
Chuba.
Nice.
When I had took Chuba, and I think I'm going to shut it down at RB at 5. Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think you could. I think you potentially could.
I think I can if
I'm on
I'm playing
deck.
that Devontae is him.
Oh,
and
John, did
not-
we just miss a
not
pick of
Andrew.
yours?
Yeah, both of them, but it's all good.
Who'd you go with?
I'll share in this. I stuck to the thesis. I took Trey McBride and I took Colt McCoy, and I backstacked it and made my little Arizona bet, but through McCoy instead of through Kyler. Yeah, like my thought process with the running backs is like they're so. I'll let you pick here. That's what I was waiting.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know about Greg Dolch.
Mm,
The
Yeah.
thing that scares me
You just
about
love
Greg
Cole
Dolch, I do love Cole Kmet. The thing that scares me about Greg Dolchich is, one, obviously Alberto is there, but it didn't matter last year. 2, this guy's here.
If that's your lead case for not liking him, I'm out.
And Adam Trout, they traded for Troutman.
That's true. The Troutman one is
They gave up
interesting.
2 picks. Adam Troutman got more in return in a trade than like most like good running backs get in a trade.
That
It's weird.
is a good. That's a good.
Should have
call
led
because
with that.
Adam. Yeah, you should have led with that one because Adam
Alberto
Troutman
gets
was
still
getting
good
a
comments.
lot of hype the previous year.
Troutman?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like when he looked like he was going to be what Juwan Johnson is for that team now. Like
Yeah.
that's
and
what
he
people thought a year and a half ago. Like
Back with his old coach?
Adam Troutman was in like what the top 14 in terms of ADP at the tight end position 2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He was.
I mean,
he's a big fat zero on a lot of teams.
yeah, it never materialized, but that was the thesis. So And if there's one quarterback on planet Earth who loves throwing touchdowns to random tight ends instead of his actual pass catching wide receivers who are good, it is Russell Wilson. Man, you know how many Cody Parkinson, Will Disley, like Noah Fant touchdowns? Like he would go off for like 5 touchdowns and no receiver would get home because they were all just going to the dust ass tight ends. He's going to have a game this year. Book it right here. He's going to have a game this year where the offense scores 4 touchdowns. 1 is a pass to the running back, and all other 3 are 3 different tight ends. Book it right now. Clip that.
Clip it.
Clip it.
So I am going to take Tyler Algier here. We have some like not riffraff, but people talking about taking 2 RBs from the same team. And mentioning like Algier. I think Algier definitely has like a floor in the Atlanta offense and spelling Bijan now and then. And like, I think obviously like very strong contingency value there. If, God forbid anything were to happen to my beloved son, Bijan.
I just took Devontae Parker. I'm done at tight end. I'm done at running back.
This is a John team. All right.
I want to know if you guys think I need another wide receiver, if I need another quarterback. I have Stafford, Mac Jones, Tannehill, Colt McCoy. I have Kupp, Watson, Sutton, Juju, Rondell Moore, Devontae Parker. I need another wide receiver.
You think? Yeah. I was going to say Mike White.
Nah. Let's do this. Who's a good wide receiver to pair here? I could triple down with like Dortch or Michael Wilson. I could do the Puka.
Or Slayton for the week 17.
Westbrook Akina. Let's go.
That's what that team really needed. That's what
this team needed.
I'm glad you came upon that. I would have.
The people will tell you not to reach on your stacks. I'm here to say, fuck them all. Reach on your stacks in the 20th round. Westbrook Akina.
Is it possible to reach in the 20? Isn't that the last pick? Hello?
That's the last pick. I reached 9 spots.
Should have waited for round 21. I guess that makes sense with Tannehill.
Carlos is not impressed.
He's not.
No,
you did all right.
Not bad. We'll recap them in a second here. Who's still got picks? I'll jump to you. Neumy.'s up next. Here we go.
Neumy just made a pick. He made a couple picks, I believe, right?
I made one. Someone freaking took an unstacked Trey McBride. 3 picks ahead of me. Just nonsense.
Well, at least you can do Irv Smith
tilting instead of deviating is the greatest bit on planet Earth.
Like, I deviated. I took a week 17.
Like the perfect fit didn't come back to him. It's like,
bro, these guys are taking them like 15 picks ahead of ADP.
ADP is an artificial construct, my friend.
I will freaking slap you.
It's all right.
Oh, man.
And we took John Mechie.
There you go.
Good reports on Mechie.
We needed a dog on the team, okay?
Nez, are you done? You're 6 picks away. Neumy, is that your last pick? You got one more.
I got 2 more coming up on the back end of the turn. I guarantee my end tight end that I'm thinking is going to get sniped too.
I'm about to go on a tight end spree myself here. I only have one, and it's Cole Kmet.
Get in, bitches. We're going shopping for tight end.
We're taking some former basketball players.
Yeah. This guy was a man in the paint.
Who wasn't? Like, if you didn't play basketball, I don't want you in my tight end room.
Who was the Julius Thomas?
Julius Thomas.
During the days for the Peyton Manning. Yeah, that guy. He balled.
Oh,
that guy came out of nowhere.
Wow. That was a throwback. Holy shit. I completely erased him from my memory to
Julius
remember shitty other tight ends.
I just remember it was the 2 Thomases. It was Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace, and then Julius Thomas that were just destroying. It was just like you just saw Thomas touchdown. It's like, what? You're just hoping that it's yours. You quickly check the app, and it's like,
oh man,
Antonio Gates. He's like the cover boy for a basketball player that turned like NFL tight end.
Yeah. Man, Julius Thomas was a problem, man. Oh my gosh. Now I got to go back and look at his lines because like he was so
Yeah, dude.
I think we remember him better than he actually was. Like I think he had one
I don't know,
good
man.
year.
Well, yeah, I mean
and
it was short lived, but like when he was good, he was.
It was propped up by Manning, you know.
Hey, you gotta,
No, of
you
course
gotta
it was
earn
propped
this,
up by
Micah.
Manning. Manning threw like 50 touchdowns that year or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Julius Thomas's best season higher, lower, 11 touchdowns.
Oh, I think he got higher than that. I think he got higher.
Okay.
Lower.
Yeah, I think it's lower. I don't know
think
though. And then no, Neumy, this is your generation. Your generation's broken. I'm the producer and I'm leading the charge here. Don't look it up. Okay, higher, lower on the yardage in his highest season, 895.
Higher.
Lower.
Okay. Higher, lower, total seasons played, 4.
Total season.
Push.
That means if he played a half of the season, does it count?
Yeah. Like
higher.
if he played like total seasons.
Because he went to the Jags for a bit. So higher.
Oh, good point. I forgot about the Jags.
Damn, you would crush a NFL immaculate grid.
Okay, let's see here.
Get the one. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Thomas.
He had 3 years post Denver. So he had 4 years in Denver, 3 years post Denver, Jacksonville, Miami. He never surpassed 800 yards. 788 was his highest total. But those 2 years with Peyton Manning in Denver, he had 12 touchdowns in both.
We won it. We went higher and lower. Oh, we 3 for 3. Let's go.
That makes me happy.
He caught 65 balls one year and then never caught over 45 again.
That's back-to-back years of 12 tutties.
Did he go from Peyton to Bortles?
Yeah, I imagine so. 2015 Jacksonville at age 27. That feels like Blake Bortles' first year. Yeah, that was Blake
because it was 15 or 16 that they went to the NFC Championship or the AFC Championship.
Not 15. They were 5-11 in 15.
I thought quarterback was 16 or 17. They had that random year. Remember,
Blake Bortles all 16
was amazing.
Yeah. No, I remember. Yeah, they beat the Patriots. Or they lost to the Patriots to go to
they
lost to the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
It was close too.
It was neither 15 nor 16 because they were 5-11 and 3-13 in those 2 years. But
was it 17?
Okay, back to the draft. Let's see how this punt is.
Neumy with a really sharp tight end pick there.
Thank you.
All right, who'd we end up with? Who was it?
I took Logan Thomas.
Oh, nice.
With the double stack of Brissett and Sam Howell.
Someone's throwing my boy a freaking touchdown.
Yeah, one of them's getting you a touchdown.
Watch it be Curtis Samuel.
Neumy, I didn't want to bring this to your attention earlier, but the bye week bros are going to be all over your ass for week 14. All over you.
Oh no.
You know,
that last week. Something about having a week 14 bye problem just feels worse than any other week.
That's okay because no one
making that push.
I'll tell you. Oh goodness. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. That sucks. Oh well. We tried out here. Who do we want? All right, a 6th RB or a 7th wideout. I think
you want a 5th quarterback.
Really?
Yeah, like 100%.
I don't know.
No? All right.
You could.
Who would do anything to this build? No. What? Now I'm in shambles. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm just taking him. I'm just taking him.
You saved it. You saved it with Slayton.
I think I definitely would have taken a 5th quarterback there though.
Who?
With the 3 on the same bye week, one as a backup and one as a guy who might not start. I don't know. You could
Trask. I'm taking.
Yeah, you could pair Tune. You could have paired Tune with
another week 14 bye. That would have been great.
Yeah, but that's true. But you could have paired him with
The
Kyler.
whole
was
thesis
the
to
thought.
the whole thesis to your point was to not get another Week 14 guy, and you immediately
That's
went to a
true.
Week 14 quarterback.
That's true. I think you just need points at quarterback. I'm scared with the Kyler one.
I'm aware. Kirk would have been great.
If Kyler plays, that team is like that's Smash City.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
you can say that with a lot of teams, right? Like
if you could sum up like the thesis of all teams drafted so far, I think you could just say that. Like that's the thesis of BBM. That's the thesis of whatever. More so than any other player, any other position, any other depth chart vaulting. If Kyler plays this year, he's the guy you need.
Somebody asked, there's like a lot of good, people are doing, engagement farming, but doing it with like really well thought out questions. And one of the questions is like, if you could like flip the card over for one player and see what their results were, who would it be? I think Kyler is probably like one of the better answers for that question. Yeah,
that is a really good answer for that question.
And then my other answer I was thinking was somebody that goes at like the 1-2 turn. So like maybe like, how's Jonathan Taylor do this year? Or how does like Saquon do? Like one of those guys that go late, because then I feel like that could be a huge difference maker.
If you could find the third round pick that smashes first round value, that would be like the biggest separator, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think Javonte Williams probably.
That was my number
one
thought that I thought right away was either Javonte or Breece Hall, but Javonte,
Ooh, good one too.
Yeah,
those are
Hall,
both good ones.
It's
I
fun
guess
to
it's
think
anyone
about.
that just has like some
injury,
muddy water around them right now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But Kyler would be so fun to know.
Honestly,
that's a good one too. Anthony Richardson.
I'll go deep bottom of the barrel, but
let's have some fun with it.
I mean, show me what ceiling outcome or not ceiling outcome Taysom Hill gives me this year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, gives Taysom Hill that cheat code and that back end of that draft. And I should just be not worrying about tight end or always be my second.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a really good answer.
Yeah, Taysom Hill's a good answer. Kyle Pitts is another good answer. If you knew you were getting like tight end 1 from Kyle Pitts and you get him every single time in, I don't know, 5th round, 6th round sometimes.
Okay,
that's a good question. That's a fun question. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people's minds would go to like the front end of the draft board, like, JJ versus Chase or CMC, but like the value you would get from having that knowledge would be so minimal because you only roll that draft slot X amount of times. Whereas if you knew someone in like the rounds 5 through 8 window, you could take them every single time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like if I knew Mitch Keller was going to be Himothy, I would be a Nez and have my Toyota Corolla.
Some of us did know. Some of us did know.
Some of us were banging the table. He just happens to be up top.
There's some good ones here. Just Go-Kart's throwing out Andy Dalton. He's backing up a quarterback who's under 200 pounds. I mean, you're talking about a deep dive super flex guy that we've seen had serviceable weeks last year, the year before that.
A really good shout.
Andy Dalton feels like a good 5th quarterback to tack on. Yeah, I'm taking shit for being a bye week, bro. There, I don't know. I thought it just made sense in that moment. Vaporware grinding for us hard here. Hit that thumb for us. Thank you. Appreciate that. It goes a long way, and it's going to keep us coming back here. I mean, we're trying to display to the good people of Underdog that we are worth their time. We're providing some value here.
That's right.
As Nez doubles down on his Josh Downs with the stack job, right?
Yeah, I kind of have to, right? If this is the bet I'm making, like I really fudged up not stacking Trevor Lawrence at all, but I don't know. I don't know that I had any opportunities to.
Jamal Agnew staring you right in the face.
Hello. Jaguars. Let's go, Jamal Agnew. I saw someone take Brenton Strange in a draft.
Okay.
Thought it was
strange.
I gave you the alley for that one.
That was as easy as Manning to Julius Thomas. That's how easy that one was.
Just cake. Agnew, I always feel like Agnew actually had like 8 touchdowns in a season.
Well, it just always feels like that because every time he gets the ball, he breaks the slate.
It's true.
It was always like a short slate, and it was like, hey, we're just gonna mix in Jamal Agnew. He's only playing 23% of snaps, and yeah, but if he just catches one of those end arounds or that little flank out of the backfield, a little flat route, he's gonna take it up the seam. It's gonna be he's a problem. Just get him in space.
Always in like London, I feel like.
Oh, this is interesting. Dogman Chill bringing up that the betting suspensions are coming down.
Oh, wow.
That Rodgers expected to be one of them.
Ugh, gosh, don't scare me. That would be so upsetting if it hit a fantasy, hit a skill position.
No doubt.
Oof. All right, I need this draft to be over.
I mean, that's a tough one for the Colts, right?
Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah.
I don't even know what position he is, to be honest.
Isn't he like a backup corner or something?
He's corner.
I just like that's just tough. They need to do a better job of letting these kids know that like under any circumstances, just like don't gamble. Just delete the damn app.
Yeah, it should literally have
it's like the weed shit, man. It's such a fucking double standard.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
So dumb.
It is dumb. It is dumb.
Their whole league is predicated on us playing fantasy games like this, us placing higher lowers, us doing this sort of thing. And then now they've gone as far as like people in stadiums have like set up devices. There's like computer screens and stuff. It's just there's stations for people to put money down. I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's a terrible double standard, but like you are a $1 million employee of a $1 billion business, like delete the fucking app.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, like just like, but I think it comes down to the education from like the players unions and the teams. Like I just think that because it's the double standard is so strong, like it's just not like drilled enough into these guys that like it's not a good idea. Like it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But
you guys know anyone with a law background? I got a couple buddies we could mix in here. Should we start an agency, start a group, start representing these boys, treating them right here? Maybe that's our next endeavor. The BadgeBros. The badge stands for protecting these running backs, making sure these guys get paid.
I would love to represent a running back. Let's go.
Yeah. Those
negotiations probably are just so insulting. I already know. Right? I already know.
I can only imagine, man.
Ooh, Timo Myers with an 8-year deal. Stay with New Jersey Devils. Wow. I mean, New Jersey's loading up, man. They got a little taste of it this year. I didn't think Myers would be a guy who gets a 8-year deal though, but
did the NHL draft happen?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was didn't something like take place, or did they announce some awards or something? Maybe it was.
Yeah, maybe awards. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
Oh wow, thought you would know. I'm just assuming McDavid won.
He's got his own puck to play. Come on now.
It's gonna be Bedard 101 like 1,000% of the time. Take Parker Washington. There you go.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy he's checking about?
Parker Washington. I already know him.
Brothers and sons. There we go.
Oh shit, he's a Penn State grad? Oh man.
That was running back a team that lost 4-1 to a hurt Canes team. That's a really good point, GA.
Dude, 185 overall, not even that bad. What round is that? 4th?
Did he play for Penn? Wait, was he Penn State? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, this is the guy you need.
He's in
Penn State rookie wide receiver that's wide receiver that stacks. This is the easiest pick of your entire life.
He's on the team. Thank you, Chip. Salute.
That is a pick.
The new Dotson, just way worse. Sold.
Love it. Yeah. Sign me up for a guy who beats zone coverage once in a blue moon.
I need to just like continually bet on Penn State wide receivers until one hits, because KJ Hamler did me so dirty for years and years and years.
Okay, you're getting some love from the chat. This is a fantasy bro
Easiest
pick.
pick of your
This is
life.
a
That's fantastic. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the support here. I could have gone Strange. Who the hell is Brandon Strange?
I don't know.
I can't. I think this is I think I'm gonna do Logan Thomas. He makes it there. This is gonna be a four tight end team, and this is Logan Thomas. He's running
Okay.
routes.
Let's you hit that Logan Thomas button, and then we'll just do a quick recap and see who the people like. Drop it in the chat whose team sounds your favorite. We'll drop them on Twitter or the Discord or something like that later. Neumy2's tab went away. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to start while we're here?
Yeah, you start while we're here. Let's go. Who you got?
All right. Recap. Dual elite build. This is the dual elite in quotations build with Trevor Lawrence, Anthony Richardson. Shut it down. Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson. Let me do this build. Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, Ken Walker, Rashad Penny, Tyler Algier. Shut it down. Then we loaded up at wide receiver with Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Michael Pittman, Tyler Lockett, Quentin Johnston, J-Mo, Paris Campbell, Josh Downs, Parker Washington. Shut it down. 9 of them, guys. And then 4 tight ends with Cole Kmet, Jawan Johnson, Dawson Knox, Logan Thomas. Shut it down. What do we think?
Not bad. I think it's I think you might have had the toughest job to make 2 elite quarterback look good from the draft slot, which you had.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Like if you had a front,
not financial advice.
Yeah. I think if you had a front end board, like whatever, I just think maybe 2 quarterback in this format is bad in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. So making it look good from the 109 is pretty tough. That being said, I think you did a decent job. I think you stacked the wrong quarterback, like in terms of in terms of like you want Anthony Richardson with just Jelani Woods or something like that, and then you want like Christian Kirk, you want Zay Jones, you want stuff like that on this team, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. Yeah. I'm fine with it. Who's next?
Looks deep. All right, Neumy's up.
Alrighty, so we went with we went ahead and had to take a quarterback in the first 2 rounds. So Deshaun was the second rounder, but we got a quarterback room of Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett, Commander Bros. You know, that's how we run it. 2 QBs, the same team, and then we took 5 running backs in Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams, Khalil Herbert, Elijah Mitchell, and Chuba. And the wide receiver room looks like Justin Jefferson, Devonta Smith, a little bit of a run back to the Arizona stuff. And then Terry McLaurin, Hollywood, Elijah Moore, John Mechie, panic pick of Darius Slayton, and then a tight end room of Taylor Higbee, Taysom Hill, Luke Musgrave, and Logan Thomas. So, yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, I mean, I think you did well with what you had. I think the Kirk one makes this team like so much better. Like that was a solid draft after forcing you to do the Kirk thing. I think I like it better if Jacoby is any other quarterback. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like not the same team, but
most
the
likely
double on the same team makes sense.
And at a value
builds.
to nearly 20 picks of basically 20.
Oh yeah, the old that because all that matters is the old Jacoby Brissett 80.
Hey, if I can't get my Kirk Cousins, gotta let me get my Jacoby Brissett.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, we put you in a hole with that one. If you were just drafting this on your lonesome and taking Kirk Cousins here and going like Deshaun, Kirk Cousins, like this team would have looked.
But I think it looks fine for again putting me in a little bit of a pickle and the restraints there. I mean, the stacks came out and everything, so yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think if Javonte Williams and Kyler Murray, like if they both hit, this team is very, very, very good.
The ceiling outcome for this team is by far the highest, I think.
I agree.
I went with the QB punt. We didn't take a QB until the 5th round, and then didn't take another one until the 8th. I guess it's better if I look at it with the other view. Stafford, Mac Jones, Ryan Tannehill, and Colt McCoy. Just the most vanilla, bland oatmeal quarterback room in the history of sport. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs. Dalvin Cook pick was a mistake. And then Kenneth Gainwell. I think this team looks better if James Conner instead of Dalvin Cook and then shutting down at 4 would have been amazing. But I think it looks better if we do that. Cup, Watson, Sutton, Juju, Rondell Moore, Devontae Parker, Westbrook Akina,
Cody Parkey.
Cody Parkey made his way onto the squad. We love
Probably. Get that floor.
And then 4 tight ends might have been a mistake after I took Kyle Pitts, but you get Kyle Pitts so late that Kyle Pitts, Tyler Higbee, Dawson Knox, and Trey McBride, they're all stacked or they're all run backs. I think I did pretty decent. I think maybe these last 2 picks got a little stack happy, and I should have just got, a little bit of wide receiver floor there or something. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I think if I had to vote, I'm probably gonna vote for Neumy2's team. I think Neumy, despite losing out on Kirk Cousins, I think built the best team. I think he's likely to score the most points.
I like it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased, so I might vote for myself. But if I didn't have to, I'm sorry, Nez, just because of the restraints we put you in, I still might go John just for the better team. But I mean, again, you want to talk about building a 2 elite quarterback when you don't even have really an elite quarterback, I would even say. You did a pretty good job. A great job for the build restraints that we put you in, which is
thank you.
What is the most viable strategy out of these 3? Which would you guys like to execute the most?
I mean, if you're in our draft area, the 1-9, I think if that quarterback falls to you, like all of a sudden Nez almost had Justin Herbert, or if you get something like that to fall to you, otherwise take the skill position and see what quarterback will come back. That seems to be the app there. Now, if you're obviously anywhere above like 1-5 or 1-6, take the quarterback. And then see what comes back. But yeah, like you said, like even if you take 2 elite, so if you take a quarterback in the 1 through 5 pick and then take one in the 2nd or 3rd round, like you talked about, not really, you still think you wouldn't shut it down at 2. You still need that 3rd one. And in SuperFlex, I'm still like, I would think you need that 3rd one too. Yeah, it's interesting. I wish one of us would have got a pick earlier in the earlier to draft, just so it would have been different. But
so which is your favorite of the structures?
Probably mine. It seemed easier to navigate.
So one, like an anchor quarterback, it seems like the best strategy to
maybe even a pseudo, or something like you, where I could take that Kirk there and then only take one more. You know what I mean? Like,
I kind of like going to elite a little bit. I think that is a lot of fun, and it opens you up to like hammer running back and then like hitting tight end and wide receiver with volume. I think I would like to do that more, but from a better position. And I think the best spot to do like a 2 elite build would probably be the third spot, just because you get
where you just
the remainder
don't care.
you get either Mahomes, Allen, or Hurts, whatever's left. Take that and then finish out with like maybe Dak, maybe Geno, Danny Dimes, and then shut that bitch down.
Yeah, this is interesting because I fully disagree with both of you. I think if I built 25 of these, I think 20 of them would be punt QB after seeing this.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I would have done it slightly different, and maybe you don't push the issue a little bit further, and you kind of catch one in the 4th round or something like that who you like better than this. But going into a contest where you have 5 of the top first 3 round players on the same team, and then you just mix and match at quarterback with like, this is the 0 RB of SuperFlex is 0 quarterback. And I really like this. Like, usable weeks are just so easy to find late at quarterback. I think I pushed the bit a little far with the Colt McCoy, and maybe you take 1 or 2 around earlier, But if you get 4 quarterbacks that are in QB 15 through 35, I think it's probably my favorite strategy right now. I don't know.
Yeah. There's something interesting that if you just go to your rankings tab, would you click rankings and then go to NFL for me?
Yeah, blue.
A weekly winners. So a new something fun potentially coming here.
New contest.
Is that just,
Wow.
just everyone's on
You
the
know what that is, right?
Off the top of my head, no. I'm trying to think though. I feel like
That's
I'm silly for not knowing it.
That's a guillotine.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I think you're
That's
right. It was the
Nope.
one
Fine.
that Hayden. No, I think you're right. I think it's the one that Hayden teased and said that they had a fun structure coming that they kind of liked, that he liked, and then they weren't announcing it yet. I think they're gearing this up for as soon as the SuperFlex is done. This will be the next one.
That's gonna be fun.
No,
Oh baby, are we week 1 bros now? We're week 1 bros. We're trying
We
to
are
get ahead of the
leading the charge.
guillotine.
Yeah, not
Oh
only
my God.
we're just, and it's just prime because we're already doing the research in tandem with what we're going to be doing the research for. Oh goodness.
Too easy.
Right,
Yeah.
but the thing is, nothing matters. So whatever.
All right, here we go. Heard it here first. We are the definitive program for Week Run Bros. We are the weekly winners guillotine show. This is what you need to win. We're trying to get out of week 1. I am looking at Seahawks Rams shootout week 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
no defense being played.
Seeing 10 a.m.
Miami
here is tripping me out.
Miami and the Chargers. There's an easy stack. You want to find yourself a little Eckler plus Waddle to start. We're stacking week 1 from the 108 slot. Eckler, Waddle comes back around. We take Keenan or big Mike Will, and then we get Justin Herbert in the 4th round. There you go.
You already know I'm taking some Justin Fields, Christian Watson stacks.
Justin Fields
with a little Cole
Christian-
Kmet.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Trying to look at some totals here.
Bills get the Jets. We got totals. We got week 1 totals. Weekly
dude, of course
winners
we do.
contest is popping off right now.
Do you know who
Was
the
that
highest-
Giants Cowboys? That's kind of fun. Although I mean Cowboys D's, but still.
Yeah, that feels like a
Who did the Vikings
classic
play?
NFC. That
The
feels
Bucs.
like classic NFC East, where it's like this is going to live up to the hype. We get a 48.5 total,
Slogfest.
and then it falls flat on its fucking face, and it's like classic, like Micah Parsons sacks Daniel Jones 5 times.
Yeah.
And
It's 13. It's 13 to 14.
it's
to,
13-3 at half for sure. Like
13-3
guaranteed.
at the end of the game. The only touchdown was a Micah Parsons forced fumble that he picked up and did his own. It's the only thing.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Lions Chiefs. Okay.
Lions,
Our
Chiefs.
Lions?
Yeah, there you go. Thursday
That
night
that has
game,
the highest
Lions,
total on the week.
Chiefs.
It won't be in the
Nice.
main slate for BRs,
If
but
only it was in Coors, man.
hey, summertime KC, man, that's no joke. That ball is gonna be flying.
Yes,
You're
good
not wrong
point.
there.
Yeah, here we go.
Anthony
Little
Richardson?
sleeper pick.
Yeah, I was just
Jags,
gonna say
Colts.
Anthony Richardson with the Jags. Okay.
Classic letdown spot for Anthony Richardson, where everybody tries to go to him. His ADP gets pushed up in week 1, so now all of a sudden he's like quarterback like 6 or 7. They're like, look at this juicy matchup, and then the Jags just come out and blow the freaking doors off of him.
Why do the Jags and Colts play week 1 like every season? I swear to God.
Because no one cares. They're
I-
just like, yo,
I
slough that one under the
swear.
radar.
Yeah, because they're like, well, they used to feel like they always had them play on freaking Thursday night. Now they're like, no one wants to. I feel like I thought I heard or saw them stepping up their Thursday night product, which probably isn't true. But
NFL?
yeah,
Well,
I
they're
thought they-
allowing their flex. It used to never be able to flex.
that's what
game.
it was. Okay.
Now you can, which like seems extremely problematic in my eyes.
Yeah, I got you.
I
Yeah,
understand,
that's true.
yeah. But yeah, no. Yeah. All right.
This is a kind of a fun little nugget, like the thinking through the potential of like division stacking because they play those opponents multiple times. So if you want to if you project that a team with a really low win total and you can kind of like beat them up multiple times to push your team through in the guillotines, this is a fun little structure to think through. I'm not sure how strategy and stuff changes. How have to give it some thought. But I think we're on to something here with that thought process and starting with week 1 and the divisional talk. Yeah, cool.
And I wonder if it's going to be 12, if it's like the same roster size and 12 teams per pod as well, or if they made it, because usually they won't make separate rankings if it's the same format. But my thought is because you're going to be stacking differently to survive, that they gave it completely different rankings.
And I normally, like the guillotines that I played in, when the teams get chopped, you then get to like go into the free agency pool. And like,
but this is best ball.
I know that's the thing. So I know. So that's why it's like it's just adds another element to it, which is just interesting because it's like it's like best ball's guillotine version. So
it puts a premium on early season depth chart too, right? Like pinpointing who that week 1 starter is at a given team position, whatever. Like it makes like those strategies it makes projectable volume at the running back position so much more important.
Yeah, it's just basically the anti-week 17 bros contest.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, it's like diminishing returns on rookies, but if you can push them through, you get a discount on, Jameson Williams is worthless until he's not. You get him in the 125th pick or 150 whatever at the pick, right? Yeah, like 0 RB like seems bad. That feels like that's going to be the mantra of everybody. Anyways,
and then 0 RB wins the regular season prize.
Oh yeah, it does. There you go. And then everybody debates for the next 4 years on what's the best structure, and then the content wheel just keeps on churning, baby.
That's what we do.
We argue with each other till we're blue in the face about structures because of some historical data somewhere that someone did.
We don't argue. We just make me not be able to take the cover boy, and then then that's when the arguments happen.
Yeah, that's great. Speaking of cover boys, good little push into Never Dodgers. Love to see that the MLB slate is getting a boost today. 2K to first, 20K total, 400 or 4,500 entries. We're gonna do this rapid fire because we kind of got a hard out in 20-ish minutes here. But we can do Nez's take sheet and Neumy's Matrix are both of. Oh, he's renamed it the Clubhouse.
The Clubhouse.
The Clubhouse. Let's go. Like a sandwich with middle bread.
Never heard that, but I love it.
I am going to drop both those links in the chat right now so you can play along because we're going to do this fast and we're just going to hop in a draft and call it. But Nez, where are your eyeballs going? The cover boy has been smashing. Jazz Chisholm yesterday and Spencer Steer the day before. Today's cover boy.
Cedric Mullins. Here he is. Lo and behold. Really excited about the Orioles today. They are really affordable. You can get them starting in like the 3rd round. So that allows you to pair them with like some elite teams or onslaught them easily if you want. They get Luke Weaver today, a righty. So it's lefty city for the Orioles today in Camden Yards. So that to me is like going to be the biggest percentage of my portfolio today will be Orioles. And I issued an official apology in this take sheet as well because I got called out because I didn't stick with the Rangers ban. I ended up drafting Rangers because they were way too cheap, and I'm just like, I can't. And I was sitting in like 4th for a while with a Ranger stack. So I was like, okay, this kind of looks bad, right? Because like I'm trying to like, give people information here. This is like for fun, this is free and shit. But like, if I'm going to say something and I'm going to do something and not do it and potentially win by doing something I said I wouldn't do, like that feels bad. So I said,
it's kind of like the inverse of Neumy not stacking Braves.
Hey, I did twice. You mother effer. I did twice.
Yeah. So I low key like felt bad. I actually did.
Have a spine, dude.
I know. So I was like, I am sorry. Like, if I'm gonna say something and then do like, I just feel like a hypocrite. But anyways, Rangers feel good again today. Blake Snell is a top 3 pick in drafts, and it's very much warranted despite the Pirates having a nice game yesterday.
11 plus Ks in 3 straight starts.
Yeah, Snell is a monster. It's a great park for him. So as much as it hurts me, I think Snell is warranted to be a top 3 pick. But I can't take him a lot today because I'm a Pirates fan. But I got Mitchie up there above him because of course I do. And Braxton Garrett is somebody that I really like today. The Red Sox, I think, are liable to go off, but they also just feel like they're not good. And Braxton Garrett feels really good. So I'm taking Braxton Garrett as a way to like combat a potential Blake Snell separation game.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. We've seen separation games both of the last two slates in Kevin Gosman with a 20 burger and Spencer Strider with a 22 the other night, as kind of like the guys you needed to win. Pitching feels flatter to me today than that. If I don't take the Snell one, I'm really comfortable waiting. I don't agree with this at the moment. Really good strikeout matchup for Senga for me. He's my favorite 6th round pitcher. Senga and Sears are where I keep going in the 6th round. Neumy, do you have any quandaries with this or any agreements?
So is this like your rankings basically? You're just it's kind of
ADP adjusted.
ADP adjusted, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think that's fine. 100%. Yeah, I'm a little like Mitch Keller. I have him like 7th in mine. I have my own pitcher rankings and whatnot. But I like this here. I agree with it. Yeah, Senga I have as my 3rd. So that's still, I will agree with John. That's one thing I am off with. But but other than that,
Senga, the thing that I don't like about Senga is just that he walks a lot of guys. So like that is like, and I see a lot of like nice floors here, but I think Senga also has the ability to like compete with Snell if Snell separates. So he's very high variance, and it's just not where I'm going today. But no problem at all with Senga today. Like he's on the damn list. But
that's a great point in terms of the variance that he represents. Like he could definitely walk 5, go 4.5 innings, and only strike out 6, and give up 4 runs. Whereas he could also go 7 and strike out 9. Just kind of like range of outcomes with him. So certain roster types will lend themselves to a Senga build versus other ones will not.
Yeah. And then otherwise, like I said here, Dodgers are at Coors, so of course they are, and they're priced as such. And I really like the Orioles today. Rays have Zach Davies as well, so Rays are absolutely in play. Giants with the question mark because I don't know who's pitching yet for the Blue Jays, but I think the Giants.
It feels like Trevor Richards, and then he's basically only going to go 2 or 3, and then it'll be a pseudo bullpen game after that.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that then, because the Giants will probably pinch hit for half of that lineup then, if that's what's going to happen.
That's a great point. Richards actually low-key has one of the higher strikeout rates on the slate too, like 30 something plus.
Yeah, he does. That's what I was,
because of being a reliever, I guess, but just of note.
Yeah, and otherwise, I think we can go to the clubhouse now.
The clubhouse, baby. We're going to the clubhouse. Yeah, the clubhouse is better suited for the pup cup, but I like it.
I mean, I got you, but it's still a clubhouse. We're still, you know what I mean? It's whatever. Anyway, yeah. So you don't really have to look at this. People can kind of look at that for what it's want. For what they want. Basically, how I read it, and if you want to read it that way, is anyone basically in the good, like the top category is going to be a good offense, but starting from left to right, it gets like you go facing a bad pitcher and to a good pitcher, and it's the same thing. So obviously the Dodgers are going to be warranted up there all the time. You're going to take that, but the Orioles immediately stick out for me, just like they did for you, Nez, or it was Cedric Mullins with a 28 and free. Rangers, I mean, still definitely palatable. Their prices like a 21, 23, 29 and free. Perfectly fine there. You can see like the Phillies up there. And again, you can change it for what you want. You saw yesterday, John made a copy, started switching it around. This is how I try to do it quickly. When it's a less slate, 7 games, I might be a little more meticulous, but when it's freaking 26 teams you need to get through, it's a little tough. But yeah, if you scroll down, I just actually put them into ranks, my pitcher rankings. And then I'll also just have like my favorite one-off bats.
This is a great addition.
So that's just kind of how I view it. I put like 18. I'm not going to go the whole 26. It just drops off. I'm probably not even going to get this deep. But yeah, for me, Dodgers still like you can. They're still the best stack, even with the price. They project better the run total. You can just choose to immediately not take a Dodger, and you're immediately going to get different. And your lineups will be unique just like that. So think about that, how you want to play today's slate. But after that, Rangers, love them. Orioles, like I said. I mean, the Rockies are facing Michael Grove. We know who the Rockies are. Getting Chrome back definitely helps. Just hope that ball flies in Coors. I know that Ross said it was like 10-mile-an-hour wind in. Doesn't matter, still Coors. And then, yeah, like you said, the Rays. This is kind of how I view it. That's how I have my pitcher ranks down there. And we are going to stick to it this time and actually draft it. We kind of got a little chaotic. We had to scramble and get like a 20 drafts in like a 30-minute window. They closed so fast that I was trying to just multi-table them to try and get them in yesterday. So I didn't get like my exposure that I want. But yeah, this is how I see it.
Perfect.
And we'll be adding
it.
We'll be adding in one-offs and whatnot like that. And yeah, that's going to be the little bit of the clubhouse.
That's a sick little resource there. I love the additions that you made here and like the little navigation on the left. That's sharp.
This Christian Javier is really interesting. We saw him get shelled by the Mets last time out. The strikeout rates are really down, and the fastball is not what the fastball was last year. But just betting on like talent bounce back for a guy who literally didn't have an ADP the last time I looked, and was a guy that we were taking in the, I don't know, 4th or 5th round of our dinger drafts. Why not, right?
Yep, I should put on a caveat. These are also kind of price adjusted ranks, just like Nez has.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they are.
So yeah,
that's the way to do it. That's way better.
Yep. So yeah.
Chip alluding to he's shaking for the Pup Cup coverage. Just like a scheduling note that I'll probably lead the show with tomorrow or whatever is I think Pup Cup is coming next Wednesday and will be on the main channel in the main time slot. So that is coming next week and the end of this week. Kind of weird for us, kind of janky. I'm in Hawaii for a bit, and then I'm trying to get myself to Vegas to play the main event as well. And yeah, we'll see if it comes to fruition. But I'm trying to go Hawaii, back here to MC a wedding, Vegas, back here. I don't know. Yeah, we're planning. I'm classic, just flying by the seat of my pants and gonna figure it out. We'll see how I feel, but might play like day 1C or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, but just a long-winded way of saying there's that going on. Nez is going home for the 4th to visit his family. Plus the 1st is a holiday here, and the 4th I'll be in somewhere in Hawaii for sure, actually.
Anyways, it's a little bit of like our all-star break, so that'll be
our
sporadic.
all-star break is coming kind of like a week before the all-star break, and then we'll be doing stuff through the all-star break.
Yeah, because we're going to be here to ramp up and cover for everything when the 7th inning stretch is filling up, and then as playoffs are going to start, we'll be front and center, and those boys will be refreshed and ready to go. So.
We didn't really touch on weather yet for this slate or whatever, but Brett Boy bringing up that AQI that nobody mentioned other than him yesterday, which was a really sharp point, I thought. It's lower than yesterday's game in Chicago compared to today's is, so that it played yesterday.
Yeah, and what he's talking about is like Pittsburgh just put out a message saying that if you don't want to go to the game, you can exchange your ticket for a refund. And so that they were like teetering on being postponed, but the AQI is less than a game that played. So the game is going to play, I feel pretty confident in, but they are like telling fans, hey, if you don't want to be out here breathing in the smoke, you can get a refund. So that was like the little what's going on? Okay.
That's a good nugget there, Nez. We talked a little bit about like weather edge yesterday, like just in general, and those micro edges one, and talking about coming to fruition in back-to-back days, the kind of like East Coast misty rain that feels like it's raining, but it's not actually raining and it's not created equal. Pirates game went off yesterday in those conditions, basically the same conditions as Baltimore the day before. So just anyways. Let's let's jump in one and call her a day here. A lot of fun ADP shifts and values. I don't know. I really like Will Smith today. I'm a little scared. Dodgers do some weird things with their lineup. Dodgers do some weird things with rotating catchers. Austin Barnes is going to get a start in this series. I think it's most likely going to be tomorrow, not today. But just something I'm thinking about. I was scared yesterday when I took 46% Muncy and 38% Will Smith. You want to talk about exposures not mattering, though. I had a more profitable day yesterday than the day before when I nailed everything. And yesterday's exposures, I had like 3 zeros in my 40% guys.
Yeah, and then Ohtani just completely nuked my night. I thought I was gonna double up on my entry fees last night, but nope.
Ohtani basically saved my night, I guess, then, because I had Ohtani over Tatis and over Ronald Acuna, and basically had neither of those two and all the Ohtani. So that kind of salvaged something, I think.
Yeah, he definitely helped you.
Yeah, David Peterson kind of put a little sour taste in my mouth. I just needed one more K from my boy.
Yeah, you had a nice pick'em entry, man. That was really unfortunate.
He was the of the leg that you're scared about the most. He was the one, and he was just popping all over, like at 6.3, 6.5 here, whatever for it's worth, and like his K rate. And I'm looking at the umpire, I'm looking at their lineup. I'm like, he can get it done, right? Like he can get it done, and then gets to 5, and then he throws like 100 and something pitches, and I'm just sweating it, and he doesn't. It hurt, but yeah. It was the first time I've been like close on a pick'em in a while. But yeah, also just in the clubhouse, I'm gonna be posting just a link to the pick'ems that I'm gonna be back to doing daily pick'ems. So,
you guys want to eat this Dodgers chalk on the corner here, and then eat the Dodgers righty chalk on the corner, and then we're gonna find a way to get different, because I've done this a couple times now, and I've done it a lot with Baltimore, and I've done it a lot with the Rays, and I've done it a lot with the Rangers.
Yeah.
Let's find a way to get this weird.
I think, if you just kind of want to talk potential stacks today, I think another like really good stack to target is the Reds again. Kyle Gibson, I actually like Kyle Gibson as a pitcher. I think he's kind of good. But when you have the 2 lefty outfielders playing for Cincinnati, Ellie batting left, Votto in there, plus like the righties that can get it done regardless. Kind of sneaky. I don't think too many people are, as far as I've seen, going that route so far. It seems to be really concentrated around the teams we see here: Orioles, Rangers, Marlins, Dodgers. Pretty chalky right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's like literally just Ellie and Matt McClain for the Reds, and then everyone else is free.
Yeah, and Matt McClain's not even one that I'd want necessarily. He's been really good since coming up.
Yeah, obviously. Friedel, Fraley, Votto, Steer, India, all those boys are just past that.
They're free.
Available.
Yeah. I think I would go the Friedel, Fraley, Ellie route today. Just those lefties. Yeah. Votto doesn't really interest me. I know people are kind of like buying back in, but
it's a cycle price. He's definitely out. And if you're doing the cycle, I think he's definitely.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I'd still if you're building out Reds, maybe that's a team that you hone in on. Throw in a couple.
Where am I looking right here? I had some nugget based on something that was just said in the chat. Sorry. Boots on the ground. Robert's saying that Boston heat and humidity brutal today. Marlins popped last night. Yeah, man, I'm going to be mixing in the righties against Braxton Garrett. Double bubble leverage for a guy who who's like not necessarily a proven entity. Like, give me some Adam Duvall and Justin Turner today. Like, give me a little bit of that middle of the order right-handed pop as a back stack. Max Muncy's free again today. I doubt that he sits as a lefty for second game back from the IL. Just interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of down to do like this here, seeing as though it kind of fell into our laps, and I haven't done Miami at all yet.
I'm hearing rumblings that Donkey King Nick Pivetta is going to be the bulk reliever today.
That was the nugget I was going to double check there. I saw the same thing.
They're moving up in the ranks after hearing that, so we're gonna move them up a little bit.
Nick Pivetta has been getting shelled this year. I think he's going to be the long relief guy today as well, Nez. So yeah,
that's exciting. We like to hear that.
Yeah. Blake Snell, not to be confused with Benny Snell.
Benny Football Snell.
Benny Football.
I still can't believe that. Was it Brett said he went golfed and then like got backed up Blake Snell and he was golfing with Dr. Disrespect?
Yeah,
and I need to know. You don't know.
Wait, who was golfing?
Blake Snell was with Blake Snell. Was
yeah, because they're both gamer bros, right?
Yeah.
They're both streamer bros.
Oh, he's a streamer.
Doc is the guy.
You've never heard of the two-time dude?
Yeah, the two-time back-to-back 1997 or 96, 97 NBA Jam champion. He's the guy with the red vest and the sunglasses and like the freaking black mullet hair. Type in Dr. Disrespect. You've definitely seen him.
I got him.
You've definitely seen him.
Dr. D, baby. He's got a song, dude. Dr. D.
Type in Dr. Disrespect.
I should have just done
Dude,
this
don't
myself.
you know that song though? That's his song.
You don't know? You've never seen him? Oh, okay, yeah.
He's never seen.
He was one of the OG famous
entertainer.
Twitch guys.
Oh, yeah, he's not that great of a gamer per se, like compared to these other guys, but he's a great entertainer. So
this draft kind of just this draft just kind of fell into our laps with everybody else fading Miami. It feels
Senga?
like the best bat to get to. I think we could get to I'm Team Senga here. Interesting to see he's moved up to P5. Just before drafting, whatever. One of the models hates him. Another one of the models loves him. I don't know.
That makes sense based on what we said, right?
Yeah. I'm leaning towards the Milwaukee's bad and
Milwaukee
good
is
strikeout
bad.
match him.
Milwaukee is bad, but like at the same time, I don't know. I mean, like they're playing bad, but with Adames and the thing is like, is Tellez like actually bad, or it seems like he just has nothing to give this season? Like I don't know. I just think you can squint and see this Brewers lineup getting it together, but maybe just not today.
He goes to the Warriors game in full costume.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that once. Yeah, it was hilarious. That was straight for the bit. But now he's getting more into his his actual, like he hasn't, not his persona.
This dude is so rich.
More. Yeah. Oh yeah, he is so rich.
Oh gosh,
I would love to do that.
Day late and the dollar short.
I would love to do that. Can I be the Dr. D of Underdog? How do I do that?
Good luck.
First, stop calling him Dr. D.
Dude, Dr. D sounds way better. Dude, his song. You don't know his song? You gotta listen to the song, Neumy.
He does all of it like auto tune and does his stuff. Is it where? No, I don't think.
Yeah, that song. It's right here. This one. Dr. D. You gotta listen to it.
You're gonna get us ripped off the airwaves if you play it.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's clean. It's just retro.
No, I just meant like copyright.
Oh, yes.
We can only do our royalty-free stuff that we have.
It's true.
Yeah, Stochastic loves Senga. They love him like every start.
They do love him every start.
I respect it. That's a high variance guy. Like, take a damn stand. I'm gonna have a lot of JP Sears though. I guess that was something that I kind of like glossed over. Is that JP Sears, notoriously my boy, and getting the Yankees in Oakland seems pretty sick.
Yeah, I think going to both sides of that game makes a lot of sense. You could go to Domingo Germán as well. Is it weird to say that I'm more scared of the Athletics offense right now than I am the Yankees?
No, you should.
No.
You
No,
should
the
be.
A's. I put the no. I literally put the Yankees as just a bad team.
Yeah,
Like the way they've been. I mean, yeah, it's been bad.
yeah, it's gross. I mean, there's some like if you want to do some sneaky darts in like good matchups today. I mean, Dane Dunning. The Tigers bats have come alive recently. They need a stopgap guy. Dane Dunning could be that guy. I mean, I'm not sure you have to go this deep on this slate, but just thinking through, like instead of going to like Zach Eflin in like a medium-ish bad matchup, you could just like zig and go to like Domingo Homon, Dane Dunning. You could take the shot at Christian Javier, but it's a bad matchup. Well, not bad matchup, but it's just not as desirable a
ideal.
matchup. Yeah, but
It's not
instead
ideal,
of like
but
just
him, he's
clicking
cheaper.
Logan Webb every time,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
Like,
He differentiates, and I think people. Not that I agree with you guys. The matchup isn't fantastic.
do you guys want
Right.
to start with Snell, fade the Dodgers stuff, and do something weird this draft, or do you
Sure.
guys want to do like the Shohei kind of thing?
I think Snell.
Jimmy?
No,
I think
yeah, Snell.
I think Snell.
Snell, and then fade the
Yeah.
Dodger stuff. See what we can come out with.
Okay,
Those-
let's see if we can come up with like an interesting 2 and a 3.
The Pirates are just like so beat down. I guess the only thing that you can really say about them is like Nick Gonzalez is up. He's a righty, and he had a nice night yesterday with a home run and a triple. Henry Davis is the truth. Kutch is in there, but like ultimately, like he feels so safe. Really strong combination of ceiling and floor. I'm hoping for a bad game, of course, but
you guys want to do the Cincinnati thing? Do like Ellie with the double bats, and then do a weird middle infield stack that I kind of like today.
I think that's smart with a chalk pick like Snell. I think most people are going to not go this route.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it feels weird to pass over Fernando Tatis because most projection models will have him as like one of the high scoring players on the slate. That definitely the high scoring non-Coors player on the slate. But yeah, passing over those names is how you got to get a little weird out here, and pairing this stack right here, not with Matt McLean, but with some other lefties.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got 2 lefties I like in Coors who aren't getting drafted really that I think we could stack here.
Okay.
I heard rumblings of Michael Grove being pitching today, but I'm not sure.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
that's the probable starter that I have, yeah.
Yeah, I looked at MLB.com. It was still TBD.
Labs has Coda as SP3 today too. So
okay.
Yeah, interesting market right now. Wow, this is crazy. You get both Trout and Tatis coming back to us.
I got Trout in like the 6th earlier today too.
Yeah, I believe that. Tatis is the one that I don't know. Like Lucas Giolito's kind of been nice again. Like he's kind of back.
No, he does look good. And like from a pitching standpoint, he feels kind of nice because the Angels outside of Trout and Ohtani, I mean, even Trout strikes out a good bit.
They strike out a ton.
Ohtani. Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem like Giolito seems like a good pick today.
You guys prefer Fraley or Friedel?
Por qué no los dos? But I think Friedel is going to lead off and Fraley hits 5th.
Let's do Friedel. I know you like Fraley more.
No, we're going to take both of them.
Okay, cool.
Just in case we can't get one of them. Who's the grossest stack you guys are going to get to today?
A's. But that's not as gross as I think. Like, you know?
Yeah, I will get to the A's if Ruiz leads off. Okay.
Tigers are interesting. There's no one has an ADP on the Tigers, and they're going against Dane Dunning, who's kind of fallen off and never really was on to begin with. I mean, just look at his stats. He's been so.
The nice thing about the Tigers is you can get to the lefties that nobody's been playing the last couple of days. Like, give me one off Kerry Bonds. Give me like Kerry Bonds with a mini stack.
Cubs against Nola is interesting too.
I'm probably staying away from that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Depending what Nola you get.
I really like that call, Neumy.
Cubs against Nola. You like Nola?
I like Cubs. I think that's like a fun, gross stack to get to just because I'm really I'm not like 100% convinced that like Nola is going to do what he did against the Braves. Like that was a nice start that he had, but I don't know.
Yeah. I could see getting to both sides of the Cincinnati and the am I just gonna go with this?
With what?
Yeah. If that's what you were going with, fine
Yeah.
with me. Yeah. I'm on them today as well. So
How'd Crone do last night?
Just looked lost and was just waving at sliders that were nowhere near the plate.
we
Yeah.
knew John.
So
was
exactly
tapped
like
into
CJ
Coors.
Crone before the IL.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh. Where it looks like he's
Yeah.
like swatting at flies.
Yeah. I have never seen like a power hitting righty with an open stance who has more downward trajectory flail hacks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no lift, no angle, just like chopping wood like that.
Yeah. He looks
Yeah.
like really bad whenever he's swinging and missing and getting caught on off speed stuff. It's probably like one of the worst looking swings you can find when that happens.
Like at least when Gallo strikes out and big bopping player like that strikes out, it's like this long, gorgeous, flailed through swing, right? Like he looks good missing a baseball, right? Some guys just look awful missing a baseball. He looks awful missing a baseball.
Yeah, he's just like all arms.
I'm Nolan Jones,
Jones
over Crone right now in my mind. I don't know, just taking the two lefties. I think he actually hits ahead of him. I don't know if they move Crone out of the 4-hole ever for the remainder of the season, regardless of matchup.
Yeah.
I kind of think their lineup is better suited to have Crone hit 5 against righties, but I don't know.
Yeah,
even
I don't
if
think
Nolan Jones.
the Rockies just like they don't care. They're directionless.
Yeah, that's so.
I think they just have him starting just for a potential suitor. Like, what do you think? You like CJ Crone? You can have him.
Yeah, Crone and Profar, like 0% chance they end the season on the team, right?
They shouldn't, but like
Blackman too.
Yeah, the thing about Blackman is it's like such a nostalgia thing. It's just like it's such a nostalgia thing. He spent his whole career there.
Yeah.
Everybody sings his walk-up song. It would be harder to pass with a guy like that, like just for a rental, especially tail end of his career. He might just be like, I might stay.
Yeah, I don't think he gets moved.
Yeah.
A lot of money. He's 35. You can't. They're not going to get anything for him. It would just be to get his contract off, and it would be bad for the fans. I think, like you said, they love singing his walk-up song.
Right. Yeah. All right. Kind of fun one there. We got nice and weird there. Made a Colorado and Cincy stack without some of the chalkier bats from those two, and had a little Blake Snell start. In doing so, we gave up a whole bunch of value to our father T-Box, and he got a Braxton Garrett in the 5th round. But no, we're good here. We're good. Fun show, guys. That was a fun exercise we did with the Chihuahua, that sort of thing. Favorite non-Coors stack? Call your shot to end the show. Favorite non-Coors stack, and then favorite low-owned, nobody's drafting stack.
Okay.
Favorite non-Coors stack is Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Baltimore for me as well for the popular non-Coors
stack that no one is drafting. I will go
you're not
with.
Give me a turn.
No, you don't get one.
Okay.
No,
go for it.
No, go.
I like the Rays. I like the Rays a lot. I think the Rays are flat out mispriced, and I think the Rays versus Zach Davies, as someone alluded to, if I pull the chat back up, Brett Boy alluded to. I think the Rays are kind of, And then favorite stack, no one's drafting, or you could tease me with a favorite one-off homer, or both.
Yeah, well, same stack, same guy, same team. Houston Astros, and a little bit of a hot Cincinnati against Miles Michaelis, Kyle Tucker.
I like that. That's good. That's a good one. Nobody's touching the middle of that order. I think Altuve's back today again, right?
It's Kyle Tucker with an ADP of 34. Everyone else behind it.
Love it. Yeah, that's a fun little one on two levels there. I like that.
Let's do a little Royal Skinny today against Logan Allen.
Yes, John's gonna be John's high on life going to the dog park now. He's like,
I will say Sal Perez had like LASIK eye surgery yesterday. Like he has like a Q tag.
Awesome.
He's wearing like an eye patch thing. I doubt he's in the lineup today.
I doubt he's in the lineup as well. Yeah, my dad
that's
had to
why he
wear
was
that
out
for a couple days after getting LASIK.
Yeah, that's why he was out yesterday. But if you get to something like at the top with like Nick Prado and Bobby Witt, like you're gonna always make me happy.
Vinny
Pitt, random. Oh yeah, exactly. I think Cleveland's pretty undervalued. Nobody's really getting to Cleveland right now. I think people soured on Cleveland based on what happened yesterday, where they were kind of like super chalky and didn't get home. I'll take a little bit of Cleveland. Most of it's going to have Jose Ramirez early and then like kind of backstack 2 on. But I want to get to a little bit of those Cleveland bats when I can. Maybe pair 3 infielders together with 2 contrarian outfielders from a different team. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. Anyone you're feeling confident in as a home run call or something of that magnitude?
Well, I was gonna say Salvador Perez, but it sounds like he doesn't have a working eye.
Well, there's a non-zero chance that he finds his way. I mean, if there's one dude who's going to show up every single day and play baseball, yeah.
Well, we'll go Pete Alonso instead then.
Oh, I like it. That was one of the ones I was thinking through too.
Getting
Wade Miley today. Professional left-handed pitcher, but Pete's due after coming off the IL. He hasn't been doing a ton. He's going to run into one of these days. I like that shot.
I'll go with back in the lineup. I think he pinched hit yesterday. He was out of the lineup, I'm pretty sure, but back in there against a lefty, Josh Jung. How do you pronounce it? Jung, whatever.
Yep.
Josh Jung. So
yep, I like it. Yeah, that's a good one too. Probably hits in the middle of that lineup versus a lefty. They had him a little bit down. I think he was like 5th or something yesterday. I think him and Nathaniel Lowe. Or he pinch hit,
which is
pinch hit.
Pinch hit. Yep.
That's what he did. Yeah. Did you guys see Ezekiel Duran go second deck yesterday?
Dude, he's the fucking man. I've been trying to tell people, dude. Ezekiel Duran is he's the truth, man. He's the absolute
truth.
No one wants him because he bats low in the lineup. Like, all right.
Oh man. I just picked mine. He is at Coors, but I think Nolan Jones goes deep today. If you want a super deep one that nobody's touching right now, I kind of like Jock Peterson. He's probably going to get pinch hit for if whatever. I think he might just homer off the opener right here. Yes. Chad, Pup Cup is coming next week.
Next Wednesday or Friday. Wednesday. One of the 2 days. Still TBD. So
yeah. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Go ahead, drop that like, that subscribe, that follow, that notification bell if you can for us. Does wonders. If you're not playing on Underdog Fantasy, promo code MLB at sign up, 100% match deposit. Let's go out and keep filling these MLB contests so that we get that what is it, 4,520K guaranteed today. Let's just keep pushing this thing so we get that hashtag, make it bigger. Let's bring back that big fly, that $50, and keep pushing these in the streets. Parting words, gentlemen.
Just got a Reds lineup, so first lineup of the main slate is out. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you in the lobbies.
Friedel leading off, Fraley hitting 5th.
Friedel leading off, Fraley hitting 5th.
Let's go. Fuck yeah. Savant. Neumy, anything to pass on?
Have a good rest of the day.
Perfect. What a nice guy.
Yeah, and I'm off tomorrow and Friday. So I'll hopefully see you guys next week if I can squeeze in a show. But until then, I'm gonna miss you guys.
Yeah, I'll miss you too, bud. Neumy and I will do baseball tomorrow on the Underdog HQ channel. Friday is going to be a travel day for me as well, so I guess there's going to be nothing on that. If we don't see everybody, happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. Happy 4th of July, that sort of thing. Neumy will be here on the Wednesday, the 5th for sure, doing the Pup Cup stuff. And then we'll probably try and sneak in another show the following week as well. Anyways, we'll keep everybody updated in the Discord. That's the TLDR.
Yes.
Anyways, on behalf of Neumy, Nez, I'm John. We are the Badge Bros. Everybody's favorite time of the show. The end. Peace.